And local officials are pushing back on former President Trump and his campaign, raising concerns over election integrity and security with just 6 days until those final votes. Investigative reporter Olivia Rubin joins me now for more on that. Olivia, the Trump campaign sent out an email blast claiming a voter in Pennsylvania was arrested for encouraging people to stay in line and vote. What are you finding out about that?
Well, this is a claim from the Trump campaign and some of its allies saying that this woman, like you said, was arrested for encouraging people to stay in line and accusing the officials in that county in Pennsylvania, Delaware County, of suppressing the right to vote. And Delaware County officials are pushing back very strongly on that claim. They're saying in a statement that this woman was being disruptive and was trying to encourage people's voting. They said that they received multiple complaints about her, and so police who were on site acted accordingly. They say that she was briefly detained, issued a citation, and ultimately released. They do expect more information on that coming today. But again, they are commending their officers, saying they acted appropriately, that they are safeguarding people's right to vote and pushing back strongly there.
Meanwhile, officials in Lancaster, Pennsylvania say they stopped what may have been potential voter registration fraud. So what's happening there?
Yeah, this is an instance in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, so another Pennsylvania county. A lot of attention on Pennsylvania these past couple days, saying that they actually intercepted about 2,500 potentially fraudulent requests for voter registration applications. They're saying that these were dropped off in large batches, that they immediately caught it, and that this fraud was identified and contained. And officials on the ground, Diane, are really sort of lauding this example as something that shows that the system works, that authorities are investigating. They were able to identify it. And this is what happens when someone tries to commit fraud. They catch it and they handle it. The Trump campaign and Trump himself, however, is sort of trying to cast this as more nefarious, saying that Lancaster got caught, quote unquote, with fake ballot registrations, which again is sort of just not the case of what happened on the ground. Now, officials there are still investigating. There is another county, York County, that also said they got materials as well. They are expecting to release some information on that today. So again, really important to look at each of these instances individually, where officials, may have had incidents, but they are saying that there's nothing going on here about voter suppression. They are saying that they are investigating, and in a statement from the Secretary of State, they are urging patience as, counties go through this information. And again, there are the critics out there who are saying that Donald Trump is just trying to sort of lay that groundwork of fraud allegations in the lead up till the election.
So how concerning are these incidents, and how are election officials working to protect the vote?
Well, like I just said, they are, sort of praising some of these instances, saying that these are situations where it shows that the guardrails on the system work. There was just a post from the former president this morning saying, Pennsylvania was allegedly cheating at large scales and getting caught. There's just no evidence of that. You really have to look into each specific claim here, Diane. And again, the election officials we're talking to on the ground really are saying there's no instances of attempts to suppress the vote or attempts for them to cheat here. Really, they are just working with what they have. And again, when they are finding instances, they are investigating and looking at it.
So, Olivia, where do they go from here? What else needs to be done at this point to try to protect even the appearance of any sort of, security issues here?
Well, I think it's going to be really interesting to hear from that second county, York County, today. They had given a statement saying that they, too, had received this sort of large stack of registrations and mail-in ballot requests, and that they're going through it to see if they determine that it is fraudulent. So we should start to see some of these investigations shake out. I think the question also is for the Trump campaign. You saw RNC Chairman Michael Whatley last night say that they are filing a lawsuit in Bucks County where people were allegedly taken out of line, and that lines were shut down. Again, county officials there pushing back on that, saying no one is being disenfranchised. There's no intent to make people not able to vote. But I think we have seen the Trump campaign, specifically in 2020, be extremely litigious with any single instance that could have gone wrong. So we're watching the court docket very closely to see what might come from the Trump campaign.
Olivia Rubin, thank you.